The theme this month is authenticity. I chose a reading from the Quaker Book of Wisdom by Robert Lawrence Smith. He says, the concept of Quaker service starts with the belief that there is God in every person and that all people in the world are therefore members of one extended family of equals. True service, Quakers believe, responds to need wherever it exists in the human family, not simply the problems of our direct kin, close friends, and political allies. A biography of the late civil rights leader Bayard Rustin, a Quaker who studied and taught techniques of Gandhian nonviolence, quotes Rustin as saying, quote, "My activism did not spring from being Black. Rather, it's rooted fundamentally in my Quaker upbringing and values instilled in me by my grandparents who reared me. Those values were based on the concept of a single human family and the belief that all members of that family are equal," end quote. And the book continues. I make a conscious effort to resist the urge to ignore street people, and I try to recognize needy persons' humanity by extending a smile and a word along with a few coins. I don't do this only because it makes me feel less guilty, which it does. When I walk past an indigent person without even a nod of recognition, we deny the existence of God in that person. When we pretend that he or she is invisible, we blind ourselves to that person's inner light and the connection to our own. And our affirmation this month, I will read one time and just let that settle for you. Feel how it feels and how you want to take that affirmation on. And then we'll say it together 2 more times. I reveal my authentic self freely with love and gratitude. And along with me, I reveal my authentic self freely with love and gratitude. And again, I reveal my authentic self freely with love and gratitude. And I breathe out the breath of God, that indwelling presence of the divine that is present in each and every one of us, that is present everywhere, infinite, eternal, that higher, expansive wisdom that created the universe, that created each and every one here. That expansive wisdom, that expansive love that is indwelling in each one of us. That infinite source of all good, allowing and being available for that to flow through and be the very presence of each and every interaction, knowing that there is no place where God is not. For each and every one of us, the very matter, the very air that we breathe is all God. And that divinity of love, of creativity, of joy, of beauty is our indwelling presence. And as we choose is also our expression. And so with deep thanksgiving for each and every one, for this spiritual community, which is our reminder of the divinity within, that we recognize it in each other, and we practice sharing divine love with each other. And I'm so grateful for each and every one, so grateful for prayer, so grateful for the practices, so grateful for the principles, so grateful for divine presence. And so it is.
So as I prepared to do these Sunday talks, I start getting messages. I do. I start receiving messages as to what I am to say. I actually say that I take dictation for God because it just shows up. And last Sunday, if you were here or if you watched, Spirit was kind of in a funny mood. Kind of a lighthearted, funny talk. This week, Spirit got a little bit more pensive, and so today we're going to take things a little deeper. So I'll do what I can to make it lighthearted and fun, but there's a message that I believe we need to listen to. Let us start with a brief guided meditation. So if you're willing and ready, let us do a brief guided meditation. Those of you watching online, feel free to join us on a brief guided meditation unless you're driving. If you're driving, no meditation. So let's go into a brief guided meditation. If you feel comfortable, close your eyes and just put aside whatever is going on, which might be difficult, but just put aside and be within yourself. And you find yourself in a place with an extreme peace, a peace you had never felt before. You find yourself in a place where there is a love that you had not felt before, a greater love than anything you have known. And in this place of peace and love, all is well. You suddenly realize that you have made your transition. You are in the next life, heaven, the spirit world, where there is a peace and a love far greater than any earthly peace and love. And you've made your transition, and there's a movie that appears before you to see your life. All of a sudden, you realize there's something that you came to this physical world to do, which you did not accomplish. Take a moment to think what that may be if you were to find yourself having made your transition. What would be that thing that you would say to yourself, I wish I had done that? Take a minute to do that. Identify that. Now suddenly there's a flash of light and you're back in your physical body. And you open your eyes and you're awake again. If you have something to write with, a notebook, a phone, whatever, write down what came to you. What is it that you came to this world to do that you left the physical world and did not accomplish yet? I believe it's very important that we identify what it is ours to do in this physical life. And I further believe that it is very important for us to get that done. I don't know if you believe in past lives. It might surprise you to know that the Fillmores believed in past lives. We don't talk about it too much anymore, but they did. And coming back and past lives is just, you didn't get it done, so come back and try again. So what is it in this life that I was called to do that I haven't yet accomplished? And am I willing to accomplish that? And you might even throw in the extra question, does it matter if I get that accomplished or not? And based on my spiritual studies, and I don't have all the answers, but based on my spiritual studies, it does matter. I came here with a set of things that were mine to do. And sometimes we get them done, sometimes we don't. And I further believe that a spiritual practice is about getting those things done. Do you want me to continue with this talk? Yes. No, seriously, I'm good at stand-up comedy. I could do something else. But if you think that I might be onto something, I encourage you to open your mind and your hearts wide open to the possibility that there is something in your life that hasn't yet happened that needs to happen. In getting done what is ours to do, we need to stand on 3 pillars. They are the foundation. The first pillar is the pillar of forgiveness. Things that have gone unforgiven are like a chain on your ankle that are holding you in place. We cannot move forward until we have forgiven what needs to be forgiven. It's like trying to go scuba diving without the scuba gear. A little difficult to breathe. And lack of forgiveness is like a levee that holds back the waters of the river of your life. So in your work of identifying what's yours to do and how can you accomplish it, the first thing you and I, we need to look at is, what is it within me that has gone unforgiven? Because until we clear that up, we're just in a holding pattern going around and around. I spoke about forgiveness last week in a lighthearted way, but I spoke about forgiveness, about giving each other a break, about giving ourselves a break, about identifying the root cause of the emotional pain that we have, because until we do that, the same people with a different name keep showing up. So let's have a reminder of that. Is there anything in your life that happened a long, long time ago that needs to be healed that hasn't been healed? Because forgiving the actors that show up to remind you of that is not enough. We have to go all the way back and forgive the root cause. Who created that pain in you? And are you ready to forgive that person or that situation? Once again, until you forgive, you're stuck in place. The second pillar that I believe that we need to stand on in our work to do what's ours to do is the pillar of authenticity. Are you being your true self? Are you showing up in the world the way that you truly are? Or are you wearing a mask to protect yourself? Because only your authentic self can find its way to where it needs to go. And if you are being somebody else, you're not being yourself. And you didn't come to this planet to be somebody else. You came to this planet to be you. That's why I love that song. I listen to it a lot at home. Yes, the lyrics are more traditional, but it's chock full of truth. And one thing that it says is, I created you. I know some people that are going, well, we don't believe in a God that created me. Yes, we do. We believe in spirit, in the universe, in divine powers. I don't care what name you give to it, but we were created, spawned, thrown in by a greater force to come be queer and be who we are. God, spirit, whatever you want to call it, created you to be you and to do what you came here to do. Rhetorical questions, I'm going to start throwing them out. Is there anything that you need to forgive? Any big thing? I'm not talking about little things. Oh, she overcooked the souffle. No. Are there any big things that you need to forgive? Are you showing yourself up as your true self? You know what's sad? When people live together for 20 years and they don't know each other. I've been there. Not for 20 years. I was martyred. I got out sooner. Are you being your authentic self, speaking your truth, being who you are? The third pillar where we need to stand on the road to do what's ours to do is the pillar of willingness. Nothing, and I'm going to be, I tend to be not too fundamentalist or absolutist, but nothing will happen in your life until you decide that it will happen. Nothing. So stop dreaming. Stop wishing. Stop hoping. Decide that is yours to do. Until you decide, it ain't going to happen. As the song says, stop waiting for God to get it done for you. We don't believe that here. We believe here that we came equipped, that we're magnificent, that we have that light within us to do what's ours to do. There is a line in the Gospel according to Matthew in chapter 5 that is often quoted, but it's worth reading more of it. Ooh. I'm on the right track. You know what? I wasn't going to read the quote, but I think that was a clue to read the quote. I didn't make a slide, so I'm going to read it here. And this is from Matthew chapter 5, verse 14, 16. And I'm not reading this to you to be, traditional fundamentalist. I'm reading this to you because there's truth in it. And it says, you are the light of the world. A city built on a hill cannot be hid. When you shine so brightly, nobody can escape your light. That was me adding that. People do not light a lamp and put it under a bushel basket. Rather, they put it on the lampstand, and it gives light to all in the house. Is your light under a bushel basket, or is your light on a light stand? In the same way, it's going to get a little traditional. It's okay. In the same way, let your light shine before others, so that they may see your good works and give glory to your Father in heaven. Translate that to give thanks to Spirit, that others may see your good works. So we have the pillar of forgiveness, we have the pillar of authenticity, and we have the pillar of willingness. Stand on those three pillars so that you may do what's yours to do, what you came here to do. Not a rhetorical question, are you willing to do that? Two people said yes, okay. I've got a paycheck for a long time. Are you willing to do that? If the band is, Linda's not willing. Linda's like, I'm not doing this. You willing? My buddy, the bass player, is willing. Are you willing to do that? Yes. Okay. Let's take things a little higher. Rhetorical question, please don't answer it, because it gets into sticky stuff. You may think yes, you may think no, it's okay, but just for yourself. Is there anything going on in this country that you do not approve of? Don't answer that. Don't answer that. I want to keep my job. I want to enjoy this amazing music every Sunday. Is there anything going on in this country that you do not approve of? Is there anything going on in this world, this planet, that you do not approve of? Take a moment to authentically answer that question. And then I'm going to ask you the second rhetorical question. You don't need to answer me, keep it to yourself. Are you willing to do anything about it? Warning, bad word coming up. We bitch and moan a lot about what's going on. But what are we doing about it? Now, I'm not saying that you have to do anything drastic. I'm saying, what are you doing about it? Because I learned a long time ago to stop blaming politicians and stop blaming companies and stop blaming everybody for what's going on in my life, because it's my life. And I'm the one that gets to decide what to do about it. And I have to tell you, there's a lot of opportunities out there to do something about it. And I'm going to tell you something else. Doing something about it is spiritual work. It's not political work. It is not entrepreneurial work. It is spiritual work. Because what's happening to you, it's not happening to you because you have bad luck. What's happening to you, it's happening to you because it's yours to be there. It's yours to identify what's yours to do, and it's yours to do something about it. And stop asking God to do it for you, as the song says. So I think that all this peace in the world we talk about, we sing about, we dream about, it's not going to happen until we, each one of us, in our own way, in our own place, in our own style, starts to do something about it. And we're giving you some really good tools to do that with. Because everything that happens in your life, it's not happening for any other reason that it came to you, because it's for you to deal with. I got my own list. I got 2 jobs and a wife and 2 dogs, and I'm telling you, they give me plenty of opportunity to learn and grow and decide what's mine to do. And the more I turn a blind eye to it, the longer it goes on and the deeper it gets. Politics, business, church, home. The longer you turn a blind eye to it, the longer it will persist. And so, what are you willing to do about it? Are you willing to forgive what needs to be forgiven? Are you willing to show up as your authentic self? No more lying to others about who you are. No more lying to yourself about who you are. Are you willing to show up as your authentic self? Tell the truth all the time. And are you willing to do what needs to be done? And I'm so glad that Spirit downloaded this talk for me because it was a personal reminder for me to forgive some things that I have to yet forgive and to show up more authentically than I already do and to be more willing to take action where I need to take action. Because the peace I want to see in the world, the healing I want to see in my life, it's 100% up to me. And it is 100% up to you. Big home practice. Identify a major, big, important situation in your life that needs to be forgiven and do your work to forgive it. This is not a week-long homework. This goes on for a while. Identify something major in your life that needs to be forgiven and do your work to forgive it. Number 2, work on a daily basis to show up as your authentic self. Do not be afraid to tell your truth. Do not be afraid to tell the truth. Do not be afraid to show yourself up as you are because you're a unique and beautiful manifestation of Spirit. They didn't make two like you. And are you willing, huge important step, are you willing to proceed forward with your work to do what's yours to do? So that when you find yourself in that place of extreme love and extreme peace, watching a movie of your life because you have made your transition, you can be at peace and in love knowing that you accomplished what was yours to do. And every angel in the universe will sing to you, good job, well done. I love you and I bless you.
Are you spiritual but not religious? Do you believe in unconditional love? Are you ready to create the life you know you deserve? Are you looking for an inclusive spiritual community? Do you want to discover how magnificent you really are? If you're looking for a spiritual path that's all about love, freedom of choice, and compassion,
we can't wait to meet you.
Unity of Tucson, Sundays at 9:15 a.m.